I would like to pay my respect to Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people, past, present and emerging. I promise to look after this land, animals and waters for the future generations. Here I am walking through the Marab Garongyan spiritual creek walk in the Woodland Historic Park, my favorite place to visit during the walk. This bushland is part of Aboriginal culture, the country of Wurundjeri people. The park has a creek flowing through the bushland, magnificent gum trees and massive rocks. It is also home to many native animals such as wallabies, kangaroos and echidnas. This place is also a haven for birds. Since I entered the park, singing birds on top of the giant trees have stolen my mind and soul. My entanglements through the park walk exposed me to many possibilities of language of science. I could notice the place's landscape and biodiversity that benefit exploration, sensory experiences, and physical activities of children and as well as adults. Pelo concludes, children know how to live intimately in places. They allow themselves to be imprinted by place. They learn about places with their bodies and heart. We can underscore that intuitive, sensual, experiential knowledge by fostering a conscious knowledge of place in children. During the walk, I observed and analyzed the park differential habitats. I saw a variety of tree structures and bushes and how they adjust to living in the environment. Animals and insects on their journeys, and different camouflage insects thriving in their environment, making deeper connection to explore the park's ecosystem and biodiversity. Further, the place consists of different types of stones, split crack and giant rock mountains, exposing me to rethink the concept of geology that I have learned during my school years. When I watched the birds, I noticed the fast-flowing clouds scattered in the blue sky. I started to think, the sky is so blue today. Why are there so many different shapes of clouds? Why are they flowing too fast? Why can't I feel the wind that fast down here? Since Woodland Historic Land was exposed to endless possibilities of the language of science, I started to think about what benefit this place would offer my kindergarten children if I brought them here. A BESCO article, Young Children in 2018, concludes, instead of children passively observing a science experiment conducted by the teacher, children may more fully engage in the inquiry process of observing, posing questions, investigating, and making exciting discoveries of their own. An excursion to this place with preschool children helps them to become entangled with plant structures, animals, and their habitats, exposing them to self-study and learn about biological science through their inquiries and investigation. Science Word says, children wonder about what they see, take part in scientific inquiry during discussions, create and design inquiry to find answers to their questions. Also, sensory play with sand, mud, water, soil, rocks, wind, etc. help children learn about earth science. As an example, children may inquire about wind makes things move. We can see shadows on a sunny day. Water and soil makes mud. Rock can be different textures, shapes and size, etc. Creeks and water flow, floating tree leaves, the wind, the clouds help children to understand the concept of physical science, such as natural materials, forces, and movements of objects, float, sink, reflection, etc. Mineral, rocks, soil, and sand, and other non-living earth materials provide young children with rich sensory experiences, encouraging children to touch, feel, and manipulate these materials, exploring their textures, colors, and properties through sensory play and exposing them to earth science concepts. For example, by studying and collecting rocks, children can gain knowledge based on geology. Cracked rocks help children inquire about researching, weathering, erosion, and geological changes that occur over a prolonged period. Seeing camouflage insect or animals eat another animal or plant help children learn about environmental science such as food chains and how worms help through the composting process. Conclusion. During my place walk as an early childhood professional, I observe many benefits for children's language of science through nature play, including being more confident and engaged in their learning. As a result of this support, children engage in inquiry, develop problem-solving strategies, conduct researches and experiments, and develop hypotheses through hands-on experiences and play which support improving their overall knowledge of science. Thank you very much.